Hey guys, hopefully you are doing well. Welcome back. We have already completed journal entries. Here was our question, and from different transactions given in the question, we have completed all the journal entries. The next target is to post these journal entries into the cash book. So at this point, I would like to explain we do have three columns over here: discount, cash, and bank. We will go to our journal entry, we'll see if cash is present, and cash is present on debit side. What we will do, we will choose debit side of cash book and will write amount on cash. If cash is credit side, for example this cash is credit, what we will do, we will choose the credit side and will write amount in cash column right over here. The rule is very simple: if cash is debit, do debit in cash book; if cash is credit in journal, do credit in cash book. Debit do debit and credit do credit. Just keep it in mind. So here we are going to start posting our journal entries into cash book. We are on first entry. There are two elements: cash and balance. And here I would also like to explain, we will be focusing only on these three elements: discount, cash, and bank. And if anything beyond this, or if there is anything present in the journal entry which is not cash, which is not bank, which is not discount, we will ignore it, we will leave it, we will skip it. For example, we have cash and balance. Balance is not what we are thinking of. We have decided that we will be seeking only discount, cash, and bank. This is not cash, this is not bank, this is not discount. So what we will do, we will skip it. We will not bother anything which is not cash, discount, and bank. All right. So in first entry we do have two elements, cash and balance, but we are associated with only cash, which is debited by 4,000. We will go to the debit side of cash and we'll write the amount, which was I think 4,000. Okay, 4,000. After which you will be writing reference in particulars. What reference is? If you are debiting cash, you will see what is written on the opposite side. At opposite side you have seen its balance, so in particular you will write to balance as your reference. Now see the date, which is 1A, so you will be posting date 1A as well. In 1A there was only one element to be posted and we have posted, means entry number 1A is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Why we are marking? There are two fears. When you have these many entries, so many entries, though there is chance you can skip any of the entry. For example, you are doing 1A, you can jump to 2A and 1B can be skipped. If you will mark it, that means we are satisfied that entry has been posted. We will automatically be doing or posting next entry. So chances or fear of skipping one entry will be minimized. And there is another chance, we can write single entry for two times. So doubling one entry or posting one entry for more than one time is also possible. But if you will mark any entry, it means this entry has already been completed and will not be posting it for second time. This way, fear of skipping and fear of entering one entry more than one time would be minimized. So it is just suggested for you as well. Whenever you are in exam and you are making cash book, mark when you have done. 1A is completed. Now we are at 1B, where there are two elements, but we are associated with only one element, that is bank, which is 6,000, and bank is credited. You will go to the credit side of the bank and will write 6,000 in bank column of credit side. Now you will see the reference, what is written on opposite side of the bank, that is balance. So you will write in particulars balance. But here kindly note, whatever you will write in particular column of the credit side, you will write an additional word at start, and that is by. So whatsoever you are mentioning over here as a reference, you will use by as coefficient, means starting word. Now let's see what was its date. It is 1B, so you will mention 1B in date column. As 1B was having two elements, but only one element was to be posted. We have posted one, we completed, so you can mark it as it has been done. Now we are at 2a. There are two elements, but only one element is related to cash book, which is cash. Cash is credited by 1200, so go to the credit side of cash and write 1200 in cash column. Now see the reference. What is written on opposite side of cash? That is salaries and wages. So you will mention here salaries and wages with an additional word of by. Now see the date, which is 2A. Write down 2A in the date column. 2A was having only one element to be posted, and that has been done. It means entry is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Next entry is 2B, where there are two elements but only one element to be posted in cash book, and that is bank. Bank is credited with 400. Go to the credit side of the bank and write down 400 in bank column. Here it's time to see the reference. What is written on the opposite side of bank? That is rent. So write down rent with an additional word of by. See the date, which is 2B. Write down 2B over here. 2B was having only one element to be posted. We have, and that means to be completed. Mark it as it has been done. And now entry number 5 we are up to. There are two elements over here, but only one element is related to cash book, that is cash, which is debited. Go to the debit side of the cash book and write 5000 on debit side of cash column. And now see its reference. Its reference means what is written on the opposite side, that is sale. So you are going to write to sale in particulars. Now see the date, which is 5. Put 5 in date column. This way entry number 5 is completed, as there was only one thing to be posted and we have posted, means you can mark it as it has been done. Next entry is entry number 6. There are two elements and both elements are related with cash book, as these are cash and bank. So we will post both of the elements step by step. First we will see bank. Bank here is debit. We will, with 2000, we will go to the debit side of the bank and we'll write 2000 in bank column. Now see its reference. What is written on the opposite side? Cash. So you will write cash over here. Now see its date, which is 6. That is 6. Whenever I will come to transaction, you are needed to focus upon next entry of this last green. Last green was 5. Next entry is 6. What I am requesting to you, whenever I am coming back from cash book to your journal, focus on next to last green entry. Last entry was 5. Next to last green entry is 6. So you will automatically be understand what I am talking about. So we were at entry number 6, where bank was supposed to be debited by 2000. We had debited. Entry number 6 was having two elements. Bank has already been posted. Second element is cash, which is credited by 2000. So you will go to the credit side of the cash, will write 2000 over here. And now see its reference. What is written on the opposite side of cash? That is bank. So you will be writing bank over here with an additional word of by. Now see the date, which is 6. So mention date in date column. Entry number 6 was having two elements, bank and cash. Bank was debited by 2000 and cash was credited by 2000. Both entries has been posted. It means transaction has been completed. Entry number 6 completed. To mark it as it has been done. We are now at entry number 8, where there are three elements, bank, investment and profit, but we are associated with only one element, that is bank, which is debited by 4000. Go to the debit side of the bank and write 4000 over here. See its reference. There are two references, investment and profit, and both would be written. You will write first investment and then you write profit. You may write single a single statement as well, but since there are two things, we have decided to write two things, so you will mention two things. Investment and profit is the reference. In front of investment it is written 2000, and profit which is written is also 2000. So ultimately what had happened, you have increased your bank account with 4000, and what is in front of bank, that is 4000. Just because we were having two references, so we have divided our 4000 amount into two parts, 2000 for investment, 2000 for profit. Now we will see the date of this inventory, this entry, and that date is 8. So for both references we will write 8. For first reference, that was investment. For second reference we will consider 8, and this way investment and profit both had been posted. Good. 10th entry was having only one element, which was 4000, now posted. Entry number 8 is completed, so mark it as it has been done. Now we are at entry number 12, where there are three elements, but only two elements are associated with cash book, so we will post them step by step. And here is first element, which is cash, and cash is debited by 290. We will go to the debit side of the cash and we'll write 290 over here. Now see its reference. What is written on the opposite side? Kamal. So you will be writing Kamal over here. Alright, and now you will see the date, which is 12. Post 12 in date column. Excuse me, 12. 12 date was having two elements, cash and discount. Cash is already been posted, discount is being debited. Now here please give your attention, for both cash and discount there is only one reference and date is same. So you will choose the same row where you have written cash, you can write discount as well, because the reference is same. Discount is being debited 40, so you will go to the debit side of the discount and will write 40. You may write 40 in the next line, and for that you will have to repeat Kamal over here and you will have to repeat 12 over here. But since reference of 290 and reference of 40 is same, that is Kamal, so you may choose the same row and you may write it in the same place. Why? Because date and reference is same. Entry number 12 was having two elements, cash and discount, and both have been posted. It means entry number 12 is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Next entry we are with is 13th entry, where there are two elements. Both elements are associated with the cash book, yani cash and bank. We will post both elements step by step. First step is to see cash, which is debited by 500. Go to the debit side of the cash and write 500 in cash column. And now see its reference. What is written on the opposite side of cash? That is bank. So you will be writing to bank over here. Now see the date, which is 13. So post your date as 13 in date column. 13 entry was having two element, cash is posted. Now bank is credited by 500. So you will go to the credit side of the bank and will write 500 over here in bank column. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of bank? It is cash. So you will mention buy cash in particular column. Now see the date, which is 13. Post 13 in the date column. 13th entry was having two elements, cash debit, bank credit 500. So cash debit, bank credit 500. Entry has been completed. Mark it as it has been done. So let's see what is our next entry. Entry number 15 having two elements, but only one element will go to cash book, and that is cash, which is credited by 1000. Go to the credit side of cash and write 1000 over here. Now see its reference. What is written on the opposite side of cash? It is purchase. So write down buy purchase in particular column and see the date, which is 15. So write down 15 in date column. 15th entry was having only one element, that was cash, and it has been posted. Entry number 15 completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now we are at entry number 17, where there are three elements. but only two elements we are associated with, that is bank and discount. So we will post step by step. First step is to see bank is credited 1080. Bank is credit, so you are going to write 1080 on credit side. Now see its reference. What is written on the opposite side? Amir. Come here in the particulars and write by Amir, and now see the date, which is 17. So put 17 in date column. 17th entry was having two elements. Bank has been posted. Now discount. Here please give your attention for discount and bank. Reference is same and date is same, so you will choose the same row. Discount is credited by 120. Go to the credit side of discount and write down 120. It was another option for you that you can write 120 over here in the next line and write by Amir and 17 again. But since reference of 1080 and 120 was same, which was Amir, date was same, so you have chosen the same row to write discount over here. There were two elements, bank and discount in our entry. Bank and discount both have been posted. Entry is completed. Mark 17th entry as it has been done. Next is 18th entry, where there are three elements, but we are associated with only two elements, which are cash and discount. So we will post step by step. First step is to see cash. Cash is debited 480. You will go to the debit side of the cash, will write 480 over here. Now see the reference. What is written on the opposite side? That is Salim. So you will be writing Salim's name in particular. Seek the date, which is 18. Put 18 in the date column. In this way, half of the entry is completed. Cash and discount were supposed to be posted in cash book. Cash has already been posted. Next element is discount, which is debited by 20. But at this time, I would like to explain for cash and discount. Reference is same, date is same, so you can choose the same line. Discount is debited by 20. Go to the debit side and write down 20. Here what I was saying, you can write 20 over here in the next row as well. It was another option. For that you will repeat 2 slim here again and 18 here again. But since 480 and 20 were having the same reference, same date, so we have used the same row. 20 and 480 cash was in entry number 18. We have posted cash and discount 480 and 20. That means entry has been completed. Mark it as it has been done. Then we have entry number 20, where there are two elements, but only one element is related to cash book. That is cash. Cash is credited by 100. Go to the credit side and write down 100 in cash column. Now see its reference. What is written on the opposite side of cash? That is insurance. Come here and write insurance in particular column. Now see its date, which is 20. Post 20 in date column. In 20 there was only one element, that was 100, and we have posted 100. It means entry has been completed. Mark entry number 20 as completed. Now at 25 we have three elements, but only two elements are associated with cash book. First is cash, which is credited by 480. Go to the credit side of the cash and write down 480 over here and see the reference. What is reference? That is cream. So you are going to write cream over here with an additional word of buy. See the date, which is 25. Post 25 over here. Long questions are normally considered boring, but believe me, I'm just enjoying the long questions. 25th entry was having two elements. Cash is posted 480. All right. And now you are needed to post next, which is discount. Discount is credited by 40. Go to the credit side of discount and write down 40 over here. Now you may ask why we are writing 40 over here. That line was fixed for the cash amount, as in our journal entry cream was the reference, which is a common reference for cash and discount. So since reference is same, date is same, so you can write in the same row. It was also possible to write 40 over here. Then you were supposed to repeat Kareem over here, 25 over here. But since reference of 480 and 40 is same, Kareem, and date is same, 25, that is why you have chosen the same row. 25th entry was having two elements, cash and discount, both has been posted. 25th entry is completed. Now mark it as it has been done. 29th entry is having two elements, but both elements are not associated with the cash book, as in cash book we do write discount, cash and bank, and three elements. Out of those three elements, nothing is present over here, so skip it, leave it, and jump to the 30th entry. It means 29th entry is automatically been completed. Mark it as it has been done. 30th entry we are needed to post in cash book, but amount is not present. For this, what we have decided, we will write here, come again, we will repeat it. It has been said that amount which is more than 490, write down that additional amount in entry number 30. Let's read it again. Here we have the transaction deposited cash in excess of 490. These are important points in the transaction. We are needed to deposit amount which is more than 490. For that, what we'll have to do, we'll have to see how much cash is present in our hands, and for that purpose we will sum up all cash on debit side, we will sum up all cash in credit side. Debit will show amount we have totally received, credit side will show amount what we have paid. The amount which we have received at one place, we will subtract amount paid from cash received. So what we will have, cash in hand, and we will see how much cash in hand we do have, and we will compare with 490. Amount more than 490 will be written over here where question mark is written. Now let's start this process. It's really interesting. We will sum up credit side first. What I have said, we will sum up all the amounts present on debit side first. This is our first step to see how much amount we have received. I will take help from Excel and what I will do, I will sum all the amounts present on debit side. So you will write 4000 plus 5000 plus 290 plus 500 plus 480. So I will just ask Excel to add all the amounts present over here. This is sum of debit side showing how much total cash we have received is 10,270. Now go to the credit side of the cash. This is credit side of the cash, and calculate the sum of credit side. What you will do, you will write all the amounts in credit side on credit side, and I am just taking help from Excel and asking Excel to sum up all the amounts present on credit side. Here we have the total of credit side. Now you do understand, this is total amount received. Out of this 4780 have been paid out. How much cash would be still in hand? Again I am telling the same thing. This is the total cash you have received. Out of this total cash you have paid 4780. The difference of these two amounts would be the amount of cash in hand. So here we have 5490, and it was said to deposit amount more than 490. How much amount is more than 490? Our cash in hand is 5490, and to know the amount more than 490 we will subtract 490 from cash in hand. So we have got that 5000 is the amount which is more than 490. Come to the question again. We were asked to deposit cash in excess of 490. For that, what we have done, we have summed up all amount received, and we have summed up all amount which we have paid. Amount paid was the sum of credit side, amount received was the sum of debit side. So what we have done, it was the total amount which we have received, out of which this amount was paid. We have subtracted and come to know that this amount is still in our hands. And now we were supposed to see how much amount is more than 490. So what we have done, we have subtracted 490 out of total cash in hand, and thus we have got 5,000, which is actually the amount which is more than 490. So here is the time when we will replace question mark with 5,000. 5,000 is the amount which is more than 490. So same amount we are supposed to write on credit side. This way your last entry has been completed, and since it's not marked as done, it is still to be posted in cash book. Here in 30th entry there are two elements and both elements are associated with cash book. So we will post both elements step by step. First step is to see bank, which is debited by 5,000. Go to the debit side and write down 5,000 in bank column. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of the bank? That is cash. So you are going to write cash in particular column. Now see its date, which is 30. Post 30 over here. Okay, 30th entry was having two elements, bank and cash. Bank has been posted. Now cash, which is credited, go to the credit side of the cash and write down 5,000. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of cash? Bank. So write down here bank with an additional word of buy. Now see its date, which was 30. So post 30 in the date column. This way your all entries present in journal has been completed. So step by step we have taken all journal entries, and you can see that, one second, our claim was getting wrong because last entry is not marked as it has been done. So here you can see now we can claim that all entries are giving green signal and we have posted them in our cash book. So cash book posting is completed. Here is the time to create the usable information. First usable information is to see how much cash is still in hand, and second usable information is how much amount is present in your bank account. Means cash balance and bank balance you are needed to know. For this, what you will do, you will sum up all amounts present on debit side of the cash, and you will sum up all the amounts present on credit side of the cash book, which we have already done, except for one entry 5,000, and 5,000 has already been added as formula was applied upon here. But what you will do, you will calculate again sum, and you will write on your calculator 1200 plus 2,000 plus 1,000 plus 100 plus 480 plus 5,000, and then you will get the total as 9,780. This is showing credit side, mean cash paid, and this is showing debit side, that means cash received. So what you will do, you will subtract total cash paid out of total cash received. You will get cash in hand. But for that purpose there are some technical steps, and you will have to follow those technical steps. But ultimately what you will be willing to do is just you will subtract 9,780 out of 10,270. So for this there is first step, sum of both sides debit and credit, which we have already done. Step number 2, compare these two amounts, 10,000 and 9,000. Which is larger amount? This is 10,000. Write down at total of debit side of the cash 10,270. Okay, this was the larger total, and you are needed to write same larger total on credit side as well. Here you will be having an objection. You will say sum of all amounts present on credit side is 970. How would we have written 10,270? So what was the answer? There are technical steps you will have to follow in the same manner. Now here you will calculate the balance, and that balance is cash in hand. So what method we have decided? You will subtract cash paid out of cash received, and cash paid is on credit side, cash received is on debit side. The total of debit side is 270, which we have mentioned on credit side as well. So this is the total of debit side, which was larger total, and we are subtracting total of credit side, means cash paid. So in other meanings, what you have said, cash paid is subtracted from cash received. This way you have got your balance, and this is your cash in hand. and you will write here by balance. Cash balance is completed. Anyone who wants to understand it once more, I will repeat this same procedure for the bank account as well. What was the first step? Sum all the amounts present on debit side of the bank. So in on calculator, what you will do, you will write 2000 plus 2000 plus 2000 plus 5000 and all amounts present on debit side you will sum up, and now you will be needed to see its total, and that total is 11,000. 6 and 5, 11,000 is total of debit side, and same you will do for your credit side. There you will sum up all the amounts present on credit side of bank column, 6,400, 500, 1,080. So you will sum all amounts present on credit side. I have taken help from Excel. So Excel have given me the total of credit side 780, and total of debit side is 11,000. 11,000 debit side of bank is showing how much amount was deposited into the bank, and credit side of the bank is showing how much amount have withdrawn. So how much amount is still present in bank? For that you will subtract this amount withdrawn from amount deposited. This way you will get the amount which is still present in your bank account. But for that you will have to follow some technical steps, same as what we have done for cash. You have total of debit side 11,000, total of credit side 7,000. Now make comparison, which is larger amount. Larger amount is 11,000, so you will post at total of debit side of the bank 11,000, and similarly you will write the same larger amount on total of credit side of the bank. Larger total is 11,000. There will be an objection. Total of credit side of bank column was 7,980 and we have written 11,000. This is methodology of balancing, and you will have to follow the same technical step. Now what was the purpose of making bank account? You wanted to know how much amount is still present in your bank account. For that purpose, what you will do, amount deposited, total of debit side 11,000, and you will subtract amount withdrawn from the bank. You will subtract amount withdrawn from the bank from amount deposited. So then you will come to know that 3,020 is not withdrawn, it is still present in your bank account. This is bank balance. You will write the same balance in particular column in wordings. Now you have cash balance. This is usable information. That means total cash we do have still in hand is 490, and total balance or amount present in bank account is 3,020. These are the answers, and hopefully answers are given in the book. Yes, answers are given, and first answer you can see is cash in hand 490, and our answer of cash in hand is 490 because it is balance of cash. Cash balance 490, okay, it's correct. And second answer is bank balance as per bank, that is 3,020. So our bank balance is also 320. It means our answers are correct. So it means all journal entries which you have posted, these many journal entries you have written over here, all entries are correct. And when these journal entries are posted in cash book, all postings are correct without any interference, without any correction, without any rectification, without any reconciliation. All amounts were posted correct. How do you know this? Because your answers are compared with the book answer and answers are correct. So thankfully our question has been completed. All journal entries are posted into the ledger. Last time you are needed to review, kindly see all journal entries are marked and say yes. All journal entries are posted, say yes. Balance is checked, yes. So you must have this habit of reviewing the question. Even if you think it is completed, just review again so that you can be satisfied that there is no problem in the question. We have solved question number 4 from different writer, and hopefully you have understood. If you have any query, you may ask any question through messages, text, through WhatsApp, or you can meet me directly as well, and you can put your queries. Now question 4 has been solved, and surely we will meet again for the solution of any of other question inshallah in future. Up till then, please take care of yourself, and I'm requesting you to pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time. Permit me. Allah Hafiz.